social development, investment, and other matters of interest to you, St. Lucia. Join us as we celebrate 5 years of People First Leadership Thursday, July 30th at 7:30 p.m. The Saint Lucia Labour Party, celebrating 5 years of progress. See you there. The People's University is back, and we're celebrating 5 years of...
Good night, good night, good night. Bonsoir, Mama Leba. It's really good to be here again, and it's really good to see all of you again. We know that there are many people on the way. Many of you have joined the live. We are now live on our YouTube channel, so those of you who are at home can follow us, because tonight is going to be an amazing one. But I'm not going to give my preamble just yet. We're going to start off with some entertainment. First of all, we'd like to call on a very talented calypsonian. He goes by the name of Robbie. So let's give him a round of applause and let's get it started tonight. So Her Black is going to kick it off for us. We're going to start off with Her Black, and then we're going to go to Robbie.
They were king. Yes, they were king. Mama Leba Sauve. Leba working. The government working. We voted a new government with Philip J. to lead we. July 26, things started to fix. From the time he took his seat as the Prime Minister was hard work to build back the country for everybody. Philip working, St. Joseph fixing, people happy, young people praising the youth economy. Pension smiling, they get more money. Distribution of wealth now is done with equity. We do well that we can tell. No turning back, we on the right track. The flag, focus, we have reverse. We pass the worst, we putting people first. Somebody make some noise! Remember, we're celebrating 5 years. Welcome to Takeover Soka Village 10. La yeah, man. Some people so political. It's true, it's true. If I get so philosophical. It's true, it's true. They always getting emotional. It's true, it's true. Speaking words so illogical. It's true. Boy, listen, the opposition, you are left with the impression that they never sat in the seat. The questions them are asking, man, the things them are demanding every time they stand up to speak. Maybe they have amnesia, man, they don't seem to remember that the policies couldn't work. Every sitting of parliament, they make it look like a joke. Sing with me now! The people will decide if they want them back. They want a leader to stand up and talk, not a leader to get up and walk. Let me hear you pot calling kettle black. The people will decide if they want them back. They want a leader to stand up and talk, not a leader to get up and walk. Pot up, pot up. Somebody make some noise! Tell them Gassa. Referendum. The word is referendum. Time to join the CCJ. Get Privy Council out today. Too much money to pay to take a case up there. Exactly what the PM say. The leader of opposition plan a big demonstration. He say he disagree with such a policy, so started a protest action. If you heard them, no referendum, no referendum, no referendum, no referendum. What are they protesting for? They don't know. The opposition leader tell them to. It should be referendum and CCJ. But I hear referendum and CCJ. Everybody no referendum, no CCJ. No referendum, no CCJ. No referendum, no CCJ. No referendum. Somebody make some noise. Putting people first. That is what this government is doing. We put in the people first. Ah, yeah. It's not a box, it's not a parking lot. State of the art hospital for one and all. Never leaking when the rain pouring. Proper ventilation and no claddings. We won the battle, we ceased the war. Flags are flying over St. Jude door. The waiting's over, the writing's on the wall. BJP delivers St. Jude Hospital. No racing track, horses gone back. St. Jude's reopening, and that's a fact. Some guys tried to stop it, we did not retreat. All the talk they talk is we who walk the walk. We won the battle, we ceased the war. Flags are flying over St. Jude door. The waiting's over, the writing's on the wall. BJP delivers St. Jude Hospital. Hey, let's celebrate. Hey, 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 hey. Now listen up. After years of strife and disappointment, we reach the end. No more resentment. A lovely day in our lives. Today we sway, together we pray. Putting people first. Putting the people first. Head up. The road was rough, the journey was long, but we stood strong on a positive course. We were focused, some thought we were lost, but we kept our eyes on the prize. We won the battle, we seized the war. Flags are flying over St. Jude door. The waiting's over, the writing's on the wall. BJP delivers St. Jude Hospital. We won the battle, we ceased the war. Flags are flying over St. Jude door. The waiting's over, the writing's on the wall. BJP delivers St. Jude Hospital. We won the battle, we ceased the war. Flags are flying over St. Jude door. The waiting's over, the writing's on the wall. BJP delivers St. Jude Hospital. We won the battle, we ceased the war. Flags are flying over St. Jude door. The waiting's over, the writing's on the wall. BJP delivers St. Jude Hospital. Mama Leva! Merci. Give it up for Whole Black, Whole Black. You know why we are here? You know why we are? It's 5 years. Now, not December 2025, you know. It's July 2021. And this is why we celebrate. Let me tell you something. You know one thing about Philippe J. He's the best Prime Minister Saint Lucia ever see. And tell him put it in the beer and smoke it. Drop the track. PJP's the best. How you doing, sir? Listen. Everybody sing. Hey. Sing. Everybody. Oh, he's the best Prime Minister. Somebody sing. Hey. Come. Sing. Hey. Oh. Hear me now. Listen to this. Listen. Listen. I was walking in town, minding my own business, when a fella stopped me with political interest. Look! He said, tell me how Peg and Flambeau such a licking. Same island, same voters, same hardship we live. Look! I tell him politics deeper than tie and suit. Is how you treat people when pressure take root. Some leaders govern like people is noise. Others their voices, their joy. Hey! BJP is the most humble leader Lucia ever see, because he learned from getting all the things he shouldn't be. Politics and emo, politics and show, is how you stand with people when times get low. BJP is the most humble leader of the SLP. Look, he read the room, read the pain, read history. Listen to this. Hey, not perfect, but present. That's what people see. He learned what not to do. After God is Philip J. for me, for me. After God is the little black boy for me. Is it true? You know, hey, somebody make some noise for the Prime Minister and also the members of the Labour Party. Yes. Tell them. Hey. Where's your bell? Yeah, everybody for sing. Oh, listen to this. Can he leave lessons written clear on the wall? What not to do when you answer the call? Listen, don't give with one hand and take back with the next. Don't blame poor people when your policy is vexed. Example to relapse and clearance, you relax. Then you turn wrong and raise departure tax. Rochamel taught him how nonsense can sell. Paying of debt for an non-existent hotel. Tell him. BJP is the most humble leader Lucia ever see, because he learned from Kenny all the things he shouldn't be. Look, politics and ego, politics and show, is how you stand with people when times get low. BJP is the most humble leader of the SLP. He read the room, read the pain, read history. You know why? You know why? Look, not perfect, but present. That's what people see. He learned what not to do. After God is Philip J. for me, for me. After God is the Marshall Black Boy for me. Tell them, are you there? Somebody make some noise for the Prime Minister. Hey. Oh, give me the next track. Give me the next track. Give me the next track. Hold on. You know what? Saint Lucia, we in the right hands. And no matter what they try, we know them. No matter what they say, we ain't going back. We're in a projection for our country and our future. Are you ready? Now somebody tell me, Saint Lucia gonna make it. No matter what, put your hands in there. Everybody, start to dance, start to run. Put your flag up, put your flag up, put your flag up. Let's go. Hey, I tell you, with this government, we can't go wrong. Somebody sing. Ich will die Power Jabia. Oh, ja. Somebody sing. Hey. Sometimes I wanna say let it be and just pretend that I don't see. Hey, sometimes I wanna hide reality run through the hills and live so free. Yeah, baby. Sometimes I know I face adversity, but it won't. Saint Lucia, don't let it get. Tell them why, Pep. Cause mountains, rivers to cross.
Things we just to walk.
I know, but I'm gonna make it through. I'm gonna make it. You know why? I know fire rain. There will be fire. Saint Lucia bitterness under this government. But we gonna make it through. We gonna make it. Saint Lucia gonna make it through. We gonna make it. Saint Lucia gonna make it through. Somebody scream! Each night is to our Savior. Oh, Jah. Ah, boy, we moving right. Listen, hey. Life we gotta put. The race is not for the sweet, you see. Look, I turn my back to enough atrocity to save my soul from the agony. Tell them, despite the stress of this society, it will not take. Somebody help me sing. I know SLV gonna climb. Rivers to cross. But Saint Lucia gonna make it through. We gonna be. Saint Lucia gonna make it. I know fire rain. Bitterness and pain. I tell you what. But Saint Lucia gonna make it through. We gonna make it. Saint Lucia, you know why? One side on outside. No way will be denied. One side on outside. Saint Lucia, hey! If Jah is on your side, wave your hand up. Hey! If Jah is on your side, wave somebody scream. Hey! Is Leva Lucia Savior? Tell him, yes, Jah. He's our Savior and the Labour Party. Yeah, man, big time. Hey, trials and crosses get in our way. Still we survive. Now we can say, listen. And when the hurdle seems too high to clear, he lift his head and we'll get there. Listen, our journey winding can be very long. He lift his head, and he carry on. Somebody sing. I know there will be mountains, rivers to cross. You know why? Yeah, baby. But Saint Lucia gonna make it. We gonna make it. Saint Lucia gonna make it. I know fire rain, bitterness and pain. Yeah, baby, yes. But Saint Lucia gonna make it through. We gonna make it. Saint, you know why? One side on outside. No will be denied. One side on outside. No will be. If Jah is on outside, wave your hand. If Jah is on your side, wave your hand. Hey, is Leva Lucia Savior? Yes, Jah. Listen to this. Listen. Hey, my people, we are facing crucial times of frustration over money and crime. So many hustle to get by each day. You know, it's so hard for the Malawi. Yeah, baby. No human condition is permanent. We'll have our day. Philippines confident. Our Prime Minister is confident. Cause I know where behind there will be rivers to cross.
I know, but I'm gonna make it through. I
know fire and rain. There will be fire and rain, yes. Bitterness. But I'm gonna make it through. I'm gonna tell them. One side on outside. No way will be denied. One side on outside. Saint Lucia, put up your hand. Hey, if Saint Lucia side, wave your hand up higher. If Saint Lucia side, you know what. Hey, Saint Lucia go make it. We gonna make it. Saint Lucia will make it through. I love you. We gonna make it through. We love you. Labor all the way. Labor all the way.
Run, daddy, run. Bonsoir tout le monde. Est-ce que pas ouais? Levez-la main ensemble. Pour aider moi à des glos. They tell me to leave my party and go and join Flabo. I say one condition, believe me. Some fellas have to go. It is united in the party. With the festering, those who lie down harboring nicely. I will be untying. Once I tell you out of the party, you have to follow too. Where the river meets the sea, Pulaje yo de glow. Et de glow me kafute on me. No me calome. Whispering their name softly. So leba and go hear me. Kokolo Ram, de glow, Marcella come. Up the road. Chasney Accord. Where the river meets the sea, the garbage does end up there. To waters for purity, I live in my comment there. Vinnie Michael, from Ezekiel, Vinnie Bradley, Bakalosi. Somebody make some noise! Never me! Never me! Never love it. Listen, quite a few behind this scene I will be targeting, like who playing puppet master for election disaster. Once you lacking in prudence with no common sense, discarding you as a nuisance to return for relevance. I know it gon' be difficult to get rid of this guy. His grandfather taught him the occult. Tout comme ici c'est live. Mais des glos me cafoute en bain. Non me calome. Whispering their name softly. So les bains go hear me. Antwe Laura. Tommy Tucker. Vinnie Bradley. Kaka Swively. Where the river meets the sea, the garbage does end up there. To waters for purity, I live in my comment there from Timothy. Ghana aussi, Vinnie Herod, Antwe Accord. And so way, Mama Ileba, make some. Take it on. Watch me there, DJ. This one is for the Prime Minister. Bring it up. This one is for PJP, the man that made Saint Lucia great again. Good moon. Level me. I went down by Philip. Yes, I'm talking about Pip to wish him all the best. He didn't waste on no trip, all the illusions he grip. Got 3 years of success. But as I enter in, I hear someone crooning a melancholy strain. Like a Philip cannot sing, but he was captivating. So I joined his refrain. Good morning! I met Saint Lucia great again. Saint Lucia in it again. Not taste and going to waste. Everyone getting a taste. I make Lucia great again. I make Saint Lucia great again. Saint Lucia in it again. Not taste and going to waste. Everyone getting a taste. Lucia great again. Labor ladies, scream! Each chant I support Julian, Lucia's Olympian. A 150 shall stake. Them when he promote from first female commission. You deny grade as fake. I working hard to succeed like the way Sir John did. With honesty I lead. His melody was insane. He passed the champagne and start to hum again. I make Saint Lucia great again. I make Lucia great again. Not and going to waste. Everyone getting a taste. I make Lucia great again. I make Saint Lucia great again. Saint Lucia in it again. Not and going to waste. Everyone getting a taste. I make Lucia great again. Put your hands up. This is Labour Party time. Warm up, warm up, warm up. Cut it out. Make sure, take it easy. Make sure we have a nice time. This is Labour time. This is our party. We stand with Labour. We will remain with Labour. Good night. Enjoy the rest.
Good night again, sisters and brothers of Labour. Good night once more, sisters and brothers of Labour. Before we get into the program, and even before I do my welcome, we must start with a word of prayer. Pastor Sema, my bontier. And for this purpose, I would like to call on the Honorable Shanda Haraksing.
Good night, my Labour people. Before we start anything, we always have to ask the Almighty God to come to be here with us. So let us pray. Almighty God, dear loving God, we come before you this day, thanking you, Lord, for your mercy and your grace. Father, at this time, we pray that we will have a very safe and wonderful time here tonight. And Lord, I pray that you will keep away the showers of blessing. Help us to have an enjoyable time, safe from anything which is not of you. Thank you, Lord, for always being there for us. Thank you for always answering our prayer in your holy name. Amen.
Please remain standing, sisters and brothers, as we begin with our party anthem. We'll start with the party anthem. We'll go with it. I know that everybody knows it, so we're going to sing it at the top of our voices. I want everybody in the Castries Basin to hear our voices. And let's go. The people's flag is deepest red. It shrouded out our martyr dead. And ere the limbs grew stiff and cold, their hearts' blood died to every fold. And raised silent standard high, beneath its veils we'll live and die. Though cowards flinch and traitors snare, we'll keep the red flag flying there. It waved above our infant night, when all ahead seemed dark as night. It witnessed many a deed and vow. We must not change its color now. And raise the solid standard high. Let me see your hands up in there. We'll live and die. Though cowards and traitors, we'll eat the red flag flying here. It well recalls the triumphs past. It gives the hope of peace at last. The banner bright, the symbol plain of human rights and human gain. And raise starlit standard high, beneath its veils we'll live and die. Though cowards flinch and traitors snare, we'll keep the red flag flying here. It suits today the meek and base, whose minds are fixed on pelf and pace, to cringe beneath the rich man's frown and hold that sacred emblem down. And raise the solid standard high, beneath its veils we'll live and die. Though cowards flinch and traitors snare, we'll keep the red flag flying here. One more. With reds uncovered, swear we all to bear it onward till we fall. Come dungeons dark or gallows grim, this song shall be our parting hymn. And raise the starlit standard high, beneath its veils we'll live and die. Though cowards flinch and traitors snare, we'll keep the red flag flying here. Thank you, sisters and brothers of labor. Are you ready for tonight? Are you ready for tonight? This is a night of celebration. We have waited 5 long years and we are seeing progress in this country. So tonight is a night of celebration. We are moving forward together with labor. But tonight we must pause and feel proud of who we are. And who are we? We are the Saint Lucia Labour Party. At this point, sisters and brothers of labor, I can see to my left the contingent from Castries Central are coming in. I would like to welcome them along with the parliamentary representative for Castries Central. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the market steps. Welcome to the market steps. The Honorable Richard Frederick and the contingent from Castries Central. We say welcome to you all. We are in your home. We are in your home tonight. And we say welcome to you all.
I was buried alive, but I'm still breathing. I don't know what tomorrow may bring, but I got a feeling. I am alive, there must be a reason. I was given one more chance, my heart still beating.
Thank you.
I'm still breathing. I don't know what tomorrow may bring, but I got a feeling. Oh, now I am alive. There must be a reason. I was given one more chance. My heart's still beating.
Thank you. We say welcome once again to Castries Central. But to all of you here in the crowd, I say welcome home. Welcome home and welcome to the space. Welcome to the space where the most poignant moments of the Saint Lucia Labour Party are etched in history. Where the sons and the daughters of our land adorn themselves in red and come and listen to and congregate. Welcome to the People's University. For excès, Madame Ebi Mister Mamai Leba. Tonight, as I said, it is a night of celebration. A night to recount our progress and feel proud that you are Labour, that you are on the right side of history. Sisters and brothers of Labour, it is my esteemed pleasure to welcome to the podium our brother from the south, And he represents. What constituency does he represent? If I tell you about the Honorable Danny Butcher, where are we bigging up tonight? Mama Ifepo. Mama Ifepo. Welcome to the podium, the Honorable Danny Butcher.
Monsieur Baikila Savot, Baikila Savot, Baikila Savot. Ça tout seul, moi j'aime tout le monde qui dit Baikila Savot, Baikila Savot, Baikila Savot. Butcher is the future, Baikila Savot, Baikila Savot, Baikila Savot. Ça tout seul, moi tout le monde qui dit Baikila Savot, Baikila Savot, Baikila Savot. Danny Butcher is the future. C'est ça moi t'en yo qu'a dit. Olivier Fosse SLB, et puis ça me va bon fini.
Brothers and sisters, good evening. Mama Ileba. Mama Ileba. Ini yo check to moko well. Mwete haka jwen chagwen. Let me stop, ladies and gentlemen, to welcome the Honorable Prime Minister, the one who is leading this country with integrity, with class. Make some noise for the Honorable Philip Joseph Pierre. The Honorable Prime Minister just reminded of the score. What's the score? 16-1. Mwen just te gadi mwen matche ou in check to moko well. Pale ba mwen nouvelle. Sa ou fe. Sa ka pase. Ou gade bon. Ou gade bel. Ou gade dou. La vie bon baleba. And that is why you are here tonight in your massive numbers. That is why you are here tonight in great numbers. Because they can quarrel online. They can make noise on social media. They can fight on Facebook. But whenever we want to show them our strength, whenever we want to show them our power, whenever we want to show them our popularity, we come to the streets. And we're better than them in every area. But there are two areas I know for sure we are better than them. We're better than them on the streets, and we're better than them in the ballot box. And that is why on December 1st, 2025, you voted this government into power. And 7 months, or 8 months after the election, this is still the Prime Minister you love. This is still the team that you love. This is still the party that you love. Long live the Saint Lucia Labour Party. But tonight, brothers and sisters, tonight I have a singular task. And my task tonight is to share with you the work of your government in the Ministry of Education. I want to share with you what your government has been doing in the Ministry of Education. And I'm proud to report to you that your government still believes in the capacity building of every young person in Saint Lucia. Did you know that in the last few months, your government awarded 48 Taiwanese scholarships, 5 Hungarian scholarships, and in the upcoming month, will give out 75 first-generational scholarships, 120 bursaries 20 Morocco scholarships, and 24 economic costs. This is the government you love. And I should remind you that students who are doing their bachelors will get a chance under the Unipass so that they will receive financial assistance. This is your government, an investment in the young people of Saint Lucia. And I remember when we gave out those scholarships. I remember when we gave out the Taiwanese scholarships. I warned the young people of Saint Lucia. I said, this is an investment in you. But when you go out, represent Saint Lucia with class. Represent Saint Lucia with dignity. And never forget the parents. Never forget you who sacrificed for them to be where they are. Never forget you. You must always also remember that it's this government who instituted the laptop program, and I'm pleased to tell you that we are on course to do it this year again for the children of Saint Lucia. But while I was in the ministry this week, minding my own business, I Moi boîte commencer monter en ministry a boîte pas boîte. Et moi dis moi te ka veiller ça fait moi. Mais moi fait zier moi tweet pour moi. And while the boxes were going up, I stopped and I asked the young man, what are those boxes? And he said, these are the new laptops, not only for the students, but for the principals of these schools. It was a promise made to our principals, and it's a promise delivered that every principal will receive a new laptop under this government. I must also let you know that from August 13th, every student who wrote the CPEA exam and will enter secondary school will receive a $500 bursary, an investment in our children. That's your government. And I have more news, you know. Breaking news. I have more news. Because the temporary teachers, they have been messaging me whether they will receive their salary in the month of August. And before I came here, I asked the technocrats at the Ministry of Education, because that's one of the hardest working ministries in the entire government. I asked them, the technocrats at the Ministry of Education, what about the temporary teachers? And this is what they told me. Mr. Minister, the salaries for the temporary teachers for August has already been processed. That's your Minister of Finance that is ensuring that this country has enough resources to take care of even our temporary teachers in Saint Lucia. Now, ma do salaire hala ou sav. Moi do salaire ha process. Ou ni pou espérer un bout de mois pour acheter ça, pas faire des agréments en banque là, because ou di minister do salary ou ha process. And this is a government that loves the people of Saint Lucia. And the Ministry of Education has also taken a keen interest in TVET learning, in technical learning. And I just want to share with you some of the things we're doing in technical education. I am pleased to inform you tonight that our TVET institutions are moving from strength to strength, offering dynamic, exciting, and global changing education in this country. And this is not everything, but I just want to mention 5 things for you this evening. 1, the development of an innovation lab at the School of Innovation and Technology. Procurement of equipment has already commenced, and this is what we will be offering: 3D printing, drone operation, thermal vacuum forming in technology in its initial stages. Do you know where the School of Technology and Innovation is? It is in Miku South. But this is a government for everybody. And even if the school is in Miku South, we are taking care of the school because the children of Saint Lucia attend the school. Secondly, in preparation for formal driving lessons, écoutez-moi bien. In preparation for formal driving lessons, when students reach suitable age, that's in our technical schools, when students reach suitable age, two of our Tibet schools, there's a School of Technology and the School of Arts and Media Design, will have available a full driving simulator to offer students a driving readiness program. Nou ka mette machine à l'école là, pousse maman là. That is your Ministry of Education. In response to road safety, we are ensuring that two of our technical schools, and they're on the way already, you know, we're giving them driving simulators to ensure that our children could be ready for driving. We are retrofitting a recording studio at the school, at the Stanley John Odlum Stadium, at the Stanley John Odlum School of Arts, Media and Design. I heard all no guy mete yon Stanley Odlum Stadium la. I heard all. Because government sa nou kafe bagay. Number 4, students now have an opportunity to use new equipment at the School of Sustainable Agriculture and Culinary Arts. They will be able to use dehydrators, smokers, grinders, so that they could attain a CVQ certification in agro-processing. This is your government transforming technical education in this country. And there are two compulsory initiatives we've added to technical education in this country. 1, compulsory. Every student who attends our technical schools must do those 2 programs. 1, first aid training, and 2, financial literacy. Because as we build business owners, as we build budding business owners, as we build new entrepreneurs, we're teaching them how to manage their money. And so financial literacy will be compulsory for technical schools. I want everybody here to know. I want every parent here to know. I want every Saint Lucian to know that the time has come for you and I to change our thinking when it comes to technical education, because we are offering quality education at our technical schools. In keeping with technical education, the government will introduce the SPE initiative. This is an initiative closely aligned with the CARE program. It has to deal with the boys on the block. And I know it's breaking your heart every time you pass and you see those boys on the block. And every time the Prime Minister would ask the Ministry of Education and other ministries, what are you doing about the boys on the block? Because it's an issue close to his heart. And this government has responded. And the SPE program will offer academic support, psychological intervention, life skills development, TVET training, employment pathways, community and family engagement. This SPE program aligns with the government's priority to reduce school dropouts, reduce youth idleness and street presence, strengthen workforce and readiness, and improve social inclusion, because this government wants everybody to find an equitable place in the island of Saint Lucia. That is your government. That is a government that cares. That's a government that loves you. That's a government that's responding to social issues in this country. And I want to let you know, furthermore to this, that we in the Ministry of Education, we are already hiring 4 new truancy officers to reduce school dropouts. 4 new truancy officers. Also, additionally, we're going to add counselors to the following districts in an attempt to give our schools quality support. We've heard the cries of the counselors. We've heard the plight of the counselors in dealing with emotional issues, in dealing with distress issues. And we are well on our way to initiate this program in the following areas: Soufre, where Emma can smile, Soufre, Cicero, Castries, Viewfort South, Ancillary Canaries, Grosile, and Dennery in the initial stages. So, si where Jeremiah Kave, where Gosier, di nou ni bay bali toujours. I also want to inform you of our PUT project. Our PUT project is an investment in our young people, an investment in our children. It is an investment of US $30.5 million in our children. And I read your lips. You said, wow. And a few months ago when I was in Parliament, I told you that numbers are provocative. Numbers have meaning. Numbers are not only quantitative, but numbers are also qualitative. Numbers have value because numbers tell a story. And the story this is telling you today is that no amount is big enough or small enough for the government of Saint Lucia to invest in the young people of Saint Lucia. Especially when it comes to early childhood education. Especially when it comes to special ed education. Especially when it comes to technical education. This government will invest in the young people of Saint Lucia. And I just want to share with you some of the programs or some of the projects that will be initiated underneath the PUT initiative. A new special education needs school in Viewfort at the cost of $3.4 million for the people of Viewfort South. Viewfort South. A new block and expansion at the Soufre Comprehensive School, $3 million. 7 primary schools rehabilitated to climate resilience standard, US $2.9 million. Modern TVET laboratories at Castries Comprehensive and Binfield Secondary, US $1.4 million. In addition, $1.1 million will be invested in new furniture, ICT, labs, learning equipment across the island, across the education system, because we believe in our children and we believe an investment in our children is a solid investment for the future. The PUT project launched, the team was launched in June 2026. And at this stage, procurement is being done. And we expected to start construction very, very early in 2020, 2027. But that's not all. Do I have more time? My time is up. My time is up, brothers and sisters. My time is up. But I want to let you know that extensive training will take place in early childhood education. Extensive training will take place in special education. And I want to let you know above all things, to believe in your government, to believe in your prime minister, to believe in this team. And no matter what this journey brings, no matter how difficult it will be at times, you must be rest assured that the good God who gave us the victory on December 1st is the same God that will carry us to the next election. Peace and love. God bless you.
Let's have a little bit more noise for Danny Butcher. You see, when we hear he's our first speaker, and you heard so much from him, and you learned so much from him about the progress of this government, I think that you should have come with a pen and a paper. Because the night is just getting started, sisters and brothers of labor. We are just getting started. This next speaker that I'm about to call on, I have the pleasure of working in his ministry. He is the Minister for Health, Wellness, and Nutrition. And he's going to speak to you about the progress that we have observed and we have realized in this ministry. He's going to speak about areas like universal health coverage. He has a big announcement there as well. And he's going to speak about the St. Jude Hospital. You see that St. Jude Hospital that have them going on sleepless nights? There's a reason for that. And the man behind that is Moses, Musa, Jabatis. Put your hands together.
We give you all the glory. Show us a blessing. All the praises we can. Oh Lord, when we look at where we're coming from, where we are today, yes, we gotta say thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Lord.
Lord, and you promise to deliver us, guide us in every way. We gotta say thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We have to say thank you, Lord, for delivering us, my brothers and sisters. My political leader and prime minister, the leaders of the party, Comrade Dr. Ernest Hilaire, Sean Edward, and all the executive members of the party, my parliamentary colleagues and cabinet colleagues, all the colleagues who have come from everywhere in Saint Lucia, those of you from the constituencies, I bid you good night, my brothers and sisters. All the soldiers of labor, those who are at home watching and who could not come to the market steps, those who have fought with us in the trenches throughout the years, those of you who are not well tonight, but you are listening to my voice and to our voices tonight, good night to you, my brothers and sisters. Good night to everyone. In a special way, I wish to greet the people of Vieux-Fort North and say to them, thank you for returning me to the parliament for the 5th time in my political career, my brothers and sisters. Thanks to my family and thanks to all the teams who worked hard to ensure that Honorable Philip J. Pierre and the Labour Party and Moses Musa Jabatis returned the Vieux-Fort North seat to the Saint Lucia Labour Party. My brothers and my sisters, they are hoping and they are wishing for fires, my brothers and sisters. They are hoping for fires in our hospitals and in our country, my brothers and sisters. But I want to tell them tonight, the only fires they will see and feel are the fires that are burning in our bellies to ensure that Saint Lucia continues to move forward, my brothers and sisters. That's the only fire they will see. Yo vle di fe, yo vle pui di fe tout partout. They want to turn our dreams to ashes. But it will not happen. The fire we have burning inside of us is to ensure that Saint Lucia moves forward with the people of Saint Lucia, Philip J. Pierre, and the Saint Lucia Labour Party. I can remember, my brothers and sisters, in 2017, after I became the chairman of the Saint Lucia Labour Party, we had a meeting right here on the market steps. I can never forget. I told you, in particular, the people of Castries and the people of the Castries Basin, that for the first time since George F.L. Charles, we will have a political leader from the Castries Basin who will lead his party to victory. That was in 2017. And my brothers and sisters, I did not lead you astray then. And tonight, I'm telling you that this same political leader and prime minister is the foundation the solid bedrock in the Castries Basin that will continue to lead this government and continue to develop Saint Lucia, my brothers and sisters. Honorable Philip J. Pierre, we are celebrating 5 years of his leadership on July 26, 2021, when all Flabos thought they were mighty and shaking the grounds in Saint Lucia. Honorable Philip J. Pierre, with his quiet, determined, and trusted leadership, took us to victory, my brothers and sisters. And I want us to salute him tonight. Hebe pep! Hebe pep! Hebe pep! Let us salute our leader, my brothers and sisters. And we have to thank all those who stood up in the polling stations, the agents, those of you who went out in the ground and pulled out the voters in 2021. All those of you and those who have left us and gone to the great beyond, we want to thank you. We want to thank your spirit, your soul, and your energy, because you believed in Philip J. Pierre and the Saint Lucia Labour Party. 5 years ago, you said, we are going to change this country. And today, I can assure you, I'm sure you know, we have changed this country together with you. So they can call for all the fires that they can call for. They are not going to bury our ashes. We are going to continue to develop this country with your help, my brothers and sisters. Our constituency has benefited from the work of this government in Vieux-Fort North. Tonight is not the time to talk about everything, but I want to thank the Prime Minister for 5 years of support and progress in the constituency of Vieux-Fort North. Maga oui merci, honorable Philippe J. Pierre, avec les autres ministres qui aident en Vieux-Fort North en 5 l'année qui passe. L'année, chaque travail pour faire toujours, mais nous avons apprécié ça yo fait par nous. My brothers and my sisters, while they were talking, and we know that healthcare is a serious matter. We know it costs over $300 million for diabetes, hypertension, and those things. We know cancer, my brothers and sisters, is costing one surgery, the value of it is about $60,000 US, even though prostate cancer surgery does not cost you that in St. Lucia. We know the pressures that our people are under. We know that you are spending about 40% of your income for healthcare. And that is why our government put a plan in place and actions in place to help you. That is why we help you. So while they have been talking, we added 8 district medical officers to our ministry under Philip J. Pierre. While they were talking, we added a new senior medical officer to ensure that we increase the staff. While they are talking, we went to Bodilé and ensured that comprehensive medical services were added to the Bodilé Correctional Facility. So instead of the inmates going to the health centers and hospitals, they are now being treated and seen by doctors at Bodilé, my brothers and sisters. While they are talking, we established Betty Wells within these 5 years. We are now about to work the emergency care department. I know that contracts are now being considered, my brothers and sisters. While they were talking, we went to GIPC in Grosile, what will soon become the Dr. Martin Didier Polyclinic. And we have fixed one section of it. We are going to open pretty soon a brand new refurbished Dr. Martin Didier Polyclinic at Grosile. And while they are there talking and calling for fires in this country, over 12,000 people got free medication and free care through what is called the PBF all throughout St. Lucia. And while they are there criticizing us, the Taiwanese, thanks to the government and people of Taiwan, and our professionals, they develop a special app that the health aides and nurses can go around the country with a tablet to check people with diabetes and hypertension. And the information goes back to our databases where we can analyze it. It is called the iScreen app. Thanks to the Taiwanese and all the teams in the ministry, health aides and everyone who helped us. And while they're talking, my brothers and sisters, we created new policies for nutrition to ensure that our people eat better. We had a new professional to deal with mental health in this country, a director of mental health for the first time. While we are talking, HIV and syphilis care expanded. Oral health, dentistry and so on expanded. And while they are talking, my brothers and sisters, we advance universal health coverage. We have a dedicated team. We launched a logo, financing strategy we are working on. And very soon, the Attorney General is working on a new law for us to have what is called a Universal Health Coverage Authority to deal with universal health coverage. And you know what? Meanwhile, while we are doing all of this, from June of 2023, new pregnant women receive all their lab tests free. So far, 4,566 women have received all their lab tests free. Ultrasounds, so far, 6,828 women in Saint Lucia have received their ultrasounds free of charge. Cervical cancer screening, new strategies. So far, 8,063 women have received their cervical cancer screening free of charge. A new technique, liquid-based cytology. So far, 1,562 women have received that free of charge under Honorable Philip J. Pierre. My brothers and sisters, different visits. For example, biopsies, when the doctors notice there are problems. We have conducted 82 of them free of charge. For the men, we reintroduced the men's health clinic for prostate cancer screening in December of 2024. So far, 2,480 men have come forward. Let's give the men a round of applause. Free of charge. PSA tests for prostate cancer screening for men under Philip J. Pierre and the Saint Lucia Labour Party. So far, 2,497 men in Saint Lucia have come forward and done the PSA test, my brothers and sisters. Even transrectal ultrasounds, 552 have done it. Prostate biopsies, 30 have done it. And unfortunately, but it's a good thing we caught it, we have caught some prostate cancer cases. And so without this program, my brothers and sisters, all of these thousands of men would most likely not have accessed those services. Thanks to Honorable Philip J. Pierre and the Saint Lucia Labour Party. You hear about snakes. This government decided that anybody who gets bitten by a snake, all of your medical expenses will be free of charge at the hospitals. All of it. That was not there before, my brothers and sisters. And so far, my brothers and sisters, since that we have had 16 snake bite victims. Don't talk about breast cancer. This government ensured that we purchased 2 brand new mammography machines to diagnose breast cancer in this country for the very first time in the primary sector, one at St. Jude, one at OKEU, for the people of St. Lucia. You know how many mammograms we have done? 1,109 mammograms since we did that. My brothers and sisters, after the mammograms, some women needed additional checking, and we have checked 219 women free of charge. And you know what? After we won the elections, we introduced a new service, colorectal cancer screening for colon cancer. I am so happy to hear the Prime Minister of Barbados thinking about introducing colorectal cancer screening. I urge her to introduce it in Barbados first, because we have done it in St. Lucia, and so far we have had 31 colonoscopies. We have had 8 biopsies. All of this free of charge, my brothers and sisters. And one new announcement: sometimes babies are born prematurely. And babies are born prematurely. Sometimes they have problems with their lungs. And before, even now, the mothers had to spend $2,000 for a particular medication for one vial. And sometimes the baby needs 2 vials. That's $4,000. And many mothers could not afford it. I wish to announce tonight that from the 1st of August, from Saturday, the 1st of August, all premature babies who are born in Saint Lucia who need this treatment, surfactant replacement therapy, will get all the medication free of charge. So when they're talking, when they're on TV criticizing the church, they were minister of health too. Instead of thanking and saying Philip J. Pierre is helping the mothers of Saint Lucia. That is the work we are doing. And if they give me the whole night, Ministry of Health taking the whole night, what about upgrades to health centers, my brothers and sisters? Just a few more minutes. You remember the Larry Shoes Health Center in Denry North, Flambeau, a Péché Health Center à Ouangé. Ministre chante tous les jours à Domouin. Garçon, si nous gagnons l'élection, c'est le premier health center en Ouangé. Si nous n'y pouvons Ouangé. My brothers and sisters, we went and won the elections. And you know what? The Larry Shoes Health Center is one of the best health centers in Saint Lucia now. For the first time, they have dental chair. Moi-même, je suis jaloux. Because many people want health center Guasla. Ek moi a dit si shortly dental chair, moi vle de dental chair. But my brothers and sisters, under Philip J. Pierre, you go to Larry Shoes today, and the health center that Flambeau refused to repair, it is brand new for the people of Denry, my brothers and sisters. And we have many more. We have completed the Fana Health Center, the Delse Health Center, Fonasson Health Center, Etang's Health Center is being fixed, Tiroche Health Center is being fixed, Fonse-Jacques Health Center is being fixed, Grand Rivière Health Center is being fixed, Jacmel Health Center is being fixed, Lacroix Health Center is being fixed, Laguerre Health Center is being fixed, Canaries Health Center is being fixed, and the Grace Health Center, the Ciceron Health Center, and the Enchipo Health Center coming soon, 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 soon. My brothers and sisters, our environmental health department working hard. And the ministry is pushing, my brothers and sisters, digital transformation. We are pledged. If you go to OKEU and St. Jude and the health centers, we are upgrading our digital systems so that all the hospitals and health centers can talk to each other. And that is ongoing. My sisters and brothers, our hospitals, OKEU, Millennium Heights, of course under pressure, but the question is, Kisa gouvernement Salazar fait? We came in, and Honorable Philip J. Pierre has increased the budget to the OKU and Millennium Heights from 31 million. Le flambeau te là. Le yoteni pour aller OKU because of COVID. He increased it from 31.9 million. Last year, OKU and Millennium Heights got $83.6 million under Philip J. Pierre. He increased the subvention to the St. Jude Hospital. He paid off the debt of the OKU. Much of it was left by the UWP. My sisters and brothers, we are giving support to the hospitals as never before. And I want to thank the Prime Minister, Honorable Philip J. Pierre. The St. Jude Hospital, my brothers and sisters, St. Jude. We received the hospital in November of last year. The hospital was constructed, and we want to thank the Saudis, we want to thank CIE, we want to thank everybody, Ministry of Economic Development, Prime Minister, everybody, the nurses, the doctors, everybody who helped. And instead of the UWP, even though they want to criticize us, saying that at last the people of the South will get their services,
They are there wishing that the hospital will burn down. C'est là, na wonder si c'est moun sa pas ni un plan pour try brûler l'hôpital là. Eh ben nadou, nous a metté soldats dans l'hôpital Saint-Jude. N'importe moun qui try brûler l'hôpital ça là, c'est 3 cas qui gagne pays ça là. Nobody will try to sabotage the St. Jude Hospital. And so the doctors and the nurses have been working hard. And over the weekend, they gave up all their weekend at the St. Jude Hospital to ensure that the dialysis center was operational. Then I parle about St. Jude. Now, been emotional. Let me tell moun kadi. Akwedi, you vle destroy place sala. So my sisters and brothers, I trust you that you trust Philip J. Pierre when we tell you we are finishing the hospital and commissioning the hospital. We cannot just take people and just put people in the hospital. We want to ensure that all the systems are certified. And that is what we are doing. Fire service, electrical, what is called HVAC, the whole system of air conditioning. We ensured that the X-ray room and the whole X-ray department, we want to ensure that every department is certified before we move in. And that is why we are all very proud of the nurses, the patients, the doctors who joined us and to open the dialysis center at the St. Jude Hospital. Moving from 8 chairs to 15 chairs, my brothers and sisters. Expanding services, quality services. And I want to thank the doctors and the nurses. So my sisters and brothers, you have a government that is working. They want to destroy Saint Lucia. They want to destroy Saint Lucia. And you heard him on the radio everywhere trying to destroy Saint Lucia. But I tell you, I trust Philip J. Pierre. I trust the leadership of Philip Joseph Pierre. He has taken us through difficult times, and there ain't no difficult time that he can take us through again. But at the end of the day, St. Lucia is better off with Philip J. Pierre and the St. Lucia Labour Party. St. Lucia is better off. We are moving on with healthcare. We are moving on with healthcare reform. We are not where we want to be yet, but it's much better than when you had Mary jumping up and people who didn't know what they were about. So my brothers and sisters, I wish to tell you, hold firm, hold strain. I wish to thank all the workers in the Ministry of Health who helped us over the last 5 years. The doctors, everybody, the PS, the administration, tout moun, magawi merci, a dernier siècle. But I'll tell you, there is more to come. Before I go, I want to announce one more thing that will happen. On Friday, the 31st, tomorrow, for the first time in St. Lucia's history, we are going to a little hotel and we are going to launch for the first time the St. Lucia Population Cancer Registry. That's the first time in St. Lucia. The first population cancer registry. So you will see it on TV, and every month, every week, it's a new thing in the Ministry of Health. So my brothers and sisters, we are here to do the work, the hard work, the difficult work. And we are going to take St. Lucia with Honorable Philip J. Pierre to higher heights. I thank you.
Oh God, we give you all the glory. Show us a blessing. All the praises we can.
Come on, sisters and brothers of labor, we can do better than that. You see, you heard a lot. You heard a lot from the Minister for Health, Wellness and Nutrition. You heard a lot from the Honorable Moses Musa Shabatis. Because the Ministry of Health is one that is very big, it's broad and it's heavy. But in every single area and every single department, there is registered growth. And like he said, while they are talking, we are... All right. You mentioned in this, moon. Okay. We focus tonight. We're going to move forward, and this, I know, tonight we still have a lot more to hear from our various representatives. I want to also say that our live broadcast is being sponsored by Echo, so we want to say a big thank you to them for that. Those of you watching at home, get your pen and get your paper, because the next person I'm going to call on is making waves in her ministry. She is making waves in her ministry. She is the first woman agriculture minister in our country. And she's making an impact, not just in Saint Lucia, but the entire region. In 7 months, this woman has done what they could not do for 5 years. And that is why she will be there for 5 years, and 5 again, and 5 again, and 5 again. Put your hands together for the Honorable Lisa Joyer.
Lisa, we voting for. Lisa, we voting for. Hey, Lisa, we voting for. There we go, there we go, there we go. Hey, Lisa, that there, straight out of forest, yeah. Southeast, a breath of fresh air. We don't want that guy there. Hey, no time to waste. We putting Lisa in the place. They have to brace. We putting Lisa in the place. Hey, no time to waste. We putting Lisa in the place. Tell them to brace. We putting Lisa in the place. Hey, vibrant and strong to represent the old and young. She know your pain. She come to ease up on this train. Not just with talk. She have action to back it up. From Mac to Pulley tongue, Lisa will never leave us down. Let we go. No time to waste. We putting Lisa in the place. They have to brace.
1, 2. Mama Leba! Mama Leba! Castries Southeast! I can't hear you! Castries Southeast! What we give them? 16-1. What we give them? 16-1. Because PJP is Prime Minister. Let me tell you, I want to say a special good night to each and every one of you who have showed up for your party. To the people of Castries Southeast, I love you. Give me a wave. They said the little girl could not beat that guy. But the people showed up at the ballot box, and we made history like never before in Castries Southeast. Q2! Q2! An area they never thought that the Labour Party would capture. But the people showed up, and we made history, and we won every single polling division. We beat them. We beat them. We beat them by 1,112 votes. 1,112 votes. And tell them the next time we go in for double that. We coming. I want to acknowledge the presence of our political leader and Prime Minister of Saint Lucia, the 6, 7, and maybe 8-star General, Honorable Philip J. Pierre. Other members of Cabinet, good night. Those of you who are out in the diaspora, those of you who are viewing online, Jade Brown, you did a fantastic job in the campaign. Put your hands together for Sister Jade Brown. Let me tell you all, I am still in campaign mode. I am still in campaign mode. I decided to gather the young people of my constituency before we descended to the People's University. And they say I'm wasting my money on talent,
on young people that they forgot. But I want the young people of Castries Southeast to know I love you and I will never forget what you did for us on December 1st, 2025. That is right. That is right. On the 21st of December of September 2025, I was launched in a very historic place. And it was not until the Prime Minister called me to his office and told me what portfolio he was giving me that I understood my purpose. I was launched at the IRDC in Odsa, a place that was once called the breadbasket of Saint Lucia, that carried our nation, that fed our nation. But the United Workers' Party did not have the confidence in our farmers. They had an opportunity to give them $1,500. You remember that? And the former Minister for Agriculture said they can't manage that money. But a prime minister give you a minister in heels. Today I have my flats. Tomorrow I will have my boots. And we will take agriculture higher and higher in Saint Lucia. Agriculture is no longer about cutlasses. Agriculture is about transformation. It is about food security. It is about water security. It is about feeding your children in the school feeding program. Because this little girl could not afford $1 a day for the school feeding program. And look at where I am today as a product of the Saint Lucia Labour Party. In the year 2000, I did not know if I would go to a secondary school. But under the leadership of Honorable Dr. Kenny Anthony, we introduced a bursary program, and that $500 sent that little girl to school. She was able to be an opposition senator, government senator, communications director, and spokesperson for the Labour Party, and now St. Lucia's first female minister of agriculture. That is the Labour Party story. A story of success. A story of investing in our young people. A story of giving hope when our single mothers are struggling in the market, not knowing if they would be able to sell that $5 or $10 bag of sweet potato. But we will take agriculture higher, and I promise you, it will go beyond the bags of potato. We are taking agriculture across the borders. And you see that place that I was launched? Look out for the Saint Lucia Marketing Board. I want to thank the government of India for giving us a grant of $1 million, and we will invest it in agriculture and transform that Odsa facility into an agro-processing facility. Are you not tired of seeing your mangoes fall on the ground? Are you not tired of seeing the breadfruit fall and rotten on the ground? We have to transform what it is that we have, my people. And that is why I will not rest. Prime Minister will not rest. This cabinet will not rest until we give to the people of St. Lucia what is rightfully theirs. They almost killed the banana industry. They promised us they were going to give us bananas to France. Has the United Workers' Party delivered anything in agriculture for you? Has the United Workers' Party or did the UWP deliver anything in agriculture for you? It was this SLP administration, when we came into office in 2021, that gave 1,000 gallon water tanks in a dry season. And I want to do something very special. I want to invite Honorable Stabach to come forward. Stabach, put your hands together for the former Minister for Agriculture. Because it was under his leadership, he had the vision to ensure that we set the foundation for agriculture in St. Lucia. Thank you, comrade. And the Moroccan government that continues to supply us with fertilizers. The cost of inputs continue to skyrocket. But our Prime Minister knows best. And he knows what you need. And he will continue to negotiate with these international countries to ensure that we provide and we cushion the blow for you. Inflation is not something that we have control over, my brothers and sisters. You go in the supermarket today, the tuna fish is $3. You go tomorrow, it might be $10. But if we invest in our fishers, we might be able to find our own fish in the supermarkets. If we invest in our young farmers and continue to give them greenhouses and drip irrigations, we will continue to see the sector expand. And just as we gave these water tanks, we were told that an El Nino is coming. You know what an El Nino is? A super system. We could experience severe hurricane or we could experience drought. But Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre is already prepared and he has already given us the mandate to purchase an additional 500 water tanks for our farmers. We have to put our hands together for Honorable Philip J. Pierre. Sometimes I think he is the de facto Minister for Agriculture because he invests in rainwater harvesting. And he continues to say, people, you must capture that water. You cannot have your drains and the water is going in the ground, comrades. We cannot continue flushing our toilets with Wasco water. The time will come for us to understand that nobody will come to save us, my brothers and sisters. We have to take care of ourselves. We have to grow what we eat and eat what we grow. And that is why we will be launching our backyard program. Backyard gardening program, which is also known as hobby farming. What does that mean, Sister Lisa? It means if you live in the CDC, we will help you. It doesn't mean that you cannot have a little flower pot, my brother, with a little tomato in it. Whatever you eat, you should be in a position to plant it, my brothers and sisters. We do not have control over those prices. We must be prepared for what is to come. And that is why we have launched the Green Revolution. It does not just focus on farming. It focuses on fishers. We have already rehabilitated some of our landing sites, like the Viewfort Fishing Facility. As soon as I reach first day in office, Danny Butcher, Minister, Viewfort, Keefson, I want fads, Kenson, I want fads. Chozel, we recently launched the distribution of fads. Grosile, your turn is coming. Dennery South, you will get. Viewport, you will get. Ancillary canneries, you will get. Because we understand we must invest in our fishers. And Mikunof, don't think I forget you. Mikunof, the fishers of Mikunof have been suffering for a very long time from the impact of climate change. Have you seen what the sargassum is doing to our beaches? Have you seen what the sargassum is doing where the fishers are not even able to go out? But I want the fishers of Mikunof to know we understand your struggle. Your parliamentary representative is not asleep. Your prime minister is not asleep. And this minister for agriculture is not asleep. And I received a call from the prime minister initiating action to provide some relief for the people of Mikunof. Honorable Jeremiah Norbert, we coming. Now, not because we give them 16-1 doesn't mean that the one will be left out. And I want to talk about that one. Miku South. Miku South. Recently, we honored the farmers of Miku South, the Urge farmers. And we wanted to show them great appreciation for the hard work they have been doing. And you know who was present at the ceremony to recognize the farmers? Do you know who was present? Not the parliamentary representative. He was nowhere to be found. And we never even got an excuse for him. But you know who was present? Honorable Dr. Shanda Harak Singh. Put your hands together for a dynamic and powerful and brave sister of labor who has said to me, despite we did not get it this time, we will do everything we can to give them 17 nods at the next general election. And we're starting today. We are starting today. To the people of Castries Southeast, sometimes I feel a little jealous because my comrades have so much to talk about. 6 months into office, and I want to thank, in a marked and special way, our Minister for Infrastructure, Honorable Sean Edward. In the first week of us coming into office, he assisted and repaired the road to the Odsa School. That's right, Roger. I know you were happy about it. He has assisted, and when we started the work on the Sandy Fair Road, he has assisted, and the repairs continue on the Sandy Fair Road 6 months into office. He has assisted, and Tariq, the Chopin Road is completely redone through the support of a hard-working Minister for Infrastructure. T-Roche Road complete. I feel like I've been in office for 5 years already. But that is what teamwork is all about. In a constituency that is so vulnerable, sometimes when it rains, you can hardly pass through cul-de-sac, you can hardly pass through Bexar. But the desilting work has already been actioned under the advice of Honorable Sean Edward. And you know what else has happened? The verges, clean, 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 clean. From the Badlil to the cul-de-sac roundabout. I think we can put a 4-lane in Bexar, you know. Because look, space I'm seeing. Big up Sean Edward. Big up Sean Edward. It has really given us an opportunity to see where we can put the sidewalks. In only 6 months, we have been able to do that much. Put your hands together for our Minister for Infrastructure and Minister for Health. Thank you so much for the work that you are doing with the Lacqua Health Center. Tiroche, we coming to you next. I could go on and on and on. They're already showing me my time is up. But give me 5 more minutes. But I just want the people who supported me at the polls to know it has been challenging. It has been challenging understanding what was left and what we need to fix. But I am hopeful and I remain confident that with the support of this Prime Minister, Honorable Philip J.P., Castries Southeast will continue to rise higher and higher and higher. I will not go extensively into some of the projects that are coming soon, but I want you to look out and you will see. Because trust me, there is so much more in store for the people. So tonight, I want to tell you people of Saint Lucia, do not be discouraged. Do not be discouraged. Because that decision that you made on December 1st, 2025 can never be erased from your minds. It can never be erased. Because never in our history have we increased our margin. What does that say? We have a prime minister that continues to put people first. He continues to put people first. And he said to me at my lunch, Sister Lisa, once you love the people will give you love in return. And so, tonight at the People's University, I recommit myself to the people of Castries Southeast that the work has just begun. And they can't do nothing to stop us. Because just like Sister Jade say, labor will remain in Castries Southeast for 5 years, another 5 more years. Thank you so much, Mama Labor. Thank you so much, Castries Southeast. And let us continue to move forward together.
Let we go. Hey, Lisa Dade, straight out of forest, yeah. Southeast, a breath of fresh air. We don't want that guy there. Hey, no time to waste. We put in Lisa in the place. They have to brace. We put in Lisa in the place. Hey, no
You see why they said we have no time to waste. We put in Lisa in the place. You see why they said that? And there's more to come. You want her to talk again tonight? Wow. Like the lady said, wow. Okay. You see now, we still have time to celebrate. We still have time. As Lisa said, there is immense work going on in the Ministry of Agriculture, and there's a lot more to come. But you need to play your part also, Saint Lucia. So when they talk about rainwater harvesting and when they talk about the backyard project, you need to play your part also, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, we're moving on in our program, and we're going to call on a MAPP. I see his people. It's as if you guys have the program in your hand, because I'm seeing the people moving forward. You see, this individual came in, and on his very first day in office, we saw him on the ground. It's as if he was made for this ministry. He's on the ground with his people, with the people of all constituencies, rehabilitating road networks, paying attention to areas that needed it. And he's doing a remarkable job, is he not? Is he not? Who am I talking about, sisters and brothers? Of course, when we talk about infrastructure, we talk about the Honorable Sean Edward out of Tenry North. Tenry North, let me see you tonight.
Marvelous Mike Stan. Thank you, DJ. Now, in cabinet, we are all friends. In cabinet, there are some ministers who need more than others. Because we are Lisa Vini eki expose moi. Eki ame moi to aka ek Jeremiah. When ka hedi chemise moi ka di moi mo offense pleurer. E ka moun voye moi un message qui manière où j'avais tout ça à Castries Southeast. My brothers and sisters, permit me to acknowledge the presence of the political leader of the Saint Lucia Labour Party and the Prime Minister of Saint Lucia, the Honorable Philip Joseph Pierre, Deputy Prime Minister and the Member of Parliament for Castries South, the Honorable Dr. Ernest Hilaire, Cabinet colleagues, executive members of the Saint Lucia Labour Party, Mamai Labour. And tonight I want to greet in a very, very special way the people of Tenry North, who for the first time in 2011, when I put up my hand to run for the Labour Party. And the flabbers were saying, Kimun Kimisye. In the majority, they went into the various polling stations and they voted for Sean Edward in 2011. They did it again in 2016. In 2021, the flabbers were convinced that finally they had gotten the number of Sean Edward at 2021. In the majority, the people of Denry North went into the polling stations and they voted Sean again. And in the last general election, 8 months ago, se flamboate a siye kousa ek tout partout en Saint Lucia yo ka kote sit. And one of the first seats they were counting for themselves was Denry North. Even people from the Labour Party were expressing concern. They were calling my phone, Sean Kimanya Cafe in Denry North. We did not just win a 4th time, you know. We won with the highest majority ever registered in Denry North. I said at the time, and it is a phrase that I borrowed from Wayne Girard. I said, Pies T-boy, pakabat mwen at Denry North. And if the Prime Minister decides tonight that he wants to make a point to prove the strength of the Labour Party, and he says next week we're going into an election, also I'm going to do all the market stuff la. Pies T-boy, pakabat mwen in Denry North. And I don't say this because I'm overconfident. I do not say this because I'm arrogant. When the Pies T-boy pakabat mwen. And you know why? Because I have done my work. I have taken care of my people. I have been in the trenches and I have delivered in the ministries that I was given the honor to lead. And the same is true for the Saint Lucia Labour Party. PST Party, Parati Labour Party and government. My brothers and sisters, the Saint Lucia Labour Party is the strongest political party in Saint Lucia. The Saint Lucia Labour Party is the best political party in Saint Lucia. And Philip Joseph Pierre, the parliamentary rep for Castries East, the Prime Minister of Saint Lucia, and the current chairman of CARICOM is the best man to lead this country as we speak. So tonight, I want to remind you that you are on the right side. Tonight, I want to remind you that when you went to the polls on the 1st of December, you made the right choice. You elected a competent team of men and women to preside over the affairs of your party. You voted for the Labour Party because you want better education for your children. You voted for the Labour Party so that tonight we can stand on the market steps, as Danny told you, and say without contradiction that there's a laptop computer for every child in the secondary schools of our country. Tonight we can tell you that you vote for the Labour Party because this government pays 5 CXC subjects for the children in Form 5. You voting for the Labour Party because school fees are being paid for the children of this country. You vote for the Labour Party because we are the party that transformed 4 traditional secondary schools into TVET institutes. Like Danny do about TVET. There was a time when in every classroom in this country, you had furniture, a blackboard, and chalk. Today, in 2026, this is no longer acceptable. So when you go to the School of Sustainable Agriculture and Culinary Arts in Grand Riviere Dennery, or you go to the School of Innovation in Angers, or you go to the School of Construction and Heritage in PI, or media arts and design in Marigot. Traditional classrooms have been replaced by modern equipment. Barber chairs, hair salons, industrial kitchens, because we are preparing our children for immediate immersion into the world of work. No longer can the public service absorb every school leaver. But when you give them the skills, they can go into the hotels, they can piggyback on the programs of the youth economy, they can get seed money to begin their own businesses and become employers of themselves and also employers of their peers. That is why you vote for the Saint Lucia Labour Party. That is why Philippe J. Pierre is the best man to lead Saint Lucia today. And in every country, anywhere in the world, a government will go through turbulent times. There are times when the sailing is smooth, and there are times when we have to make adjustment. We have absolutely no part to play in the war in Iran. But whatever happens so many thousand miles away impacts how we as a government, we are able to deliver to the people of Saint Lucia. And that is why you need competent hands in government. That is why you need competent leadership in government. And I think it was a senator on the other side who did not even understand what he was saying at the time. Il pas même comprendre ça il a dit. Mais Léo Mandé pour compare Philippe J. Pierre et puis l'autre nom là. Il dit one is reckless and one is steady and competent. We need competence every day. We need steady hands every day. Because my brothers and sisters, Saint Lucia is on a forward march. And you should never make the mistake and listen to the noise coming from the other side. Today, I spoke with a former parliamentarian. Un moun ki kou eleksyon bay flambeau, ma ilo menoy, because me promet li ma ilo menoy. I ki e mwen le fon nan bon matin. Ek mama dey, ki les ki real opposition nan? Uni yon ti group ka fe press conference. Uni yon ti group ka protest. Ek uni yon sel nomme parliament. Ek yo tout ka pale diferent parol. Ek yo ka dou se yo ki flambeau. We cannot afford to entrust the future of our children in the hands of the United Workers' Party. You must remember what they did when you gave them an opportunity to govern this country. And I know Musa gets emotional. N'importe like I parle about St. Jude, he gets emotional. Because the brother is committed to ensuring that St. Jude is reinstated so that the people of the South and by extension, the people of St. Lucia will get quality healthcare once again. St. Jude Bouillet, about Stephenson King. Immediately, he started the reconstruction process. Election vini, flambeau père de King. In came Kenny Anthony. He continued with the reconstruction of St. Jude. Alan Chasney atwe. Ek OG, il fait comme ça, c'est l'autre premier ministre qui a fait. Il décide pour 3 années, il pas qu'à drive yon clou. Il pas qu'à péter yon sac ciment. Il pas qu'à mettre yon petit plywood into St. Jude. And for 3 years, he suspended construction. But at the same time that construction was suspended, you had backhoes, you had graders, you had excavators turning the soil in Vieux-Fort, preparing the ground for horses to gallop, and the people could not get quality health care. That is the work of the United Workers' Party. So when they come and they want to take the moral high ground on issues they ought not to be speaking about, remind them of what they did when they had an opportunity. But I will tell you that ours is a very strong team. Ours is a united team. Ours is a competent team. And we will not be distracted. And when we know that you are standing with us as you're demonstrating tonight, it gives us more impetus to go forward and deliver the various programs in our ministries to make the lives of St. Lucians better as we move forward. My brothers and sisters, the St. Lucia Labour Party is the party of choice. The Saint Lucia Labour Party is the party that will bring the transformation that we need in this country. As we speak, Saint Lucia is experiencing what we call a construction boom. L'année un chay travail qui a fait et qui l'année pli qui a commencé. I am standing on the market steps tonight, and I am telling you that in this term of government, we are going to deliver a brand new Hiranora International Airport to the people of Saint Lucia. The tower is 90% complete. And through a project known as the Cat Cup, we will refurbish the runway. We will improve drainage at Hiranora. And we are going to ensure that the firefighters at that airport have better equipment and a better working environment necessary for airport operations. There will be employment opportunities for the people of Deriso, the people of Miku, the people of Viewfort, Labrie, Choiseul, and of course, na ivoye de machine de Senegal de nuit tout comment. Stabachos avoye de tout. That is how we roll. If the contracting company is not from Saint Lucia, Leo Vini, nous ni pour dire, ou ni pour prendre cette liste pour travailler pour. Nous pas qu'à quitter pièce compagnie Vinicia. Porter combien douzaine truck descend. Porter combien douzaine bako descend. Et nous ni moun cette liste qui ni truck et qui ni bako. That will not happen under our watch. They must share the cake. They must share the spoils. My brothers and sisters, we will deliver the Hiranora International Airport. Right across here at Beaufort in Port Castries, we signed a contract with a company from Holland. $121 million to improve the conditions on the wharf in Port Castries. But it does not stop there. It does not stop there. Port Castries has become too small to handle containers and cruise passengers at the same time. You know why this is so? Because there is confidence in the economy. There is confidence in the leadership of Philippe J. Pierre. And so, a feasibility study. Just recently, we went to the parliament seeking approval to get the monies for a feasibility study pour nous faire un port in cul-de-sac qu'on nous mette un container. So, until Kikavini, okay, only where cruise passengers in Port Castries and all the containers will be in cul-de-sac. My brothers and sisters, Port Viewfort is also down for some work. We are ensuring once and for all that there will be a brand new Sir Julian Hunt Highway from Shock all the way to Grosile Town. Ça c'est un chemin qui est supposé avoir fini comme l'année. When our Prime Minister was the Minister for Infrastructure, il a fait tout bagaille, secure tout l'argent pour chemin ça là, including the back roads and the feeder roads. In came the UWP, and they scrapped all the plans, and today we are back at the drawing table. In much the same way I've told you that we are going to deliver a new Hiranora International Airport. Tonight I'm saying to you on the market steps that the Sir Julian Hunt Highway will be reconstructed with 4 lanes and other amenities to give a better traveling experience to the people of the North and the people of Saint Lucia. Shock Bridge, $21 million. We are at an advanced stage where soon we will be selecting a contractor to commence work on the Shock Bridge. So my brothers and sisters, this is not all. Every single week, tous les semaines, I am being inundated with phone calls. Moun ka kriye lot pays. Investors want meetings. They want to invest their money in Saint Lucia. And I will tell you one thing. No investor would want to invest tens of millions of dollars in a country if he doesn't have confidence in the leadership of this country. They want to move away from other parts of the world. We have spoken about a north-south link road. And as we speak, there are no fewer than 10 companies, international companies, that want to come and work with us for the construction of that road. So there's so much happening in infrastructure. The roads in your communities, some of them need attention. And in the coming weeks, I will be going into every constituency with every parliamentarian so that we can have an objective appreciation and do an objective assessment of the condition of the roads with a view to giving you some relief. I have said to my staff in the Ministry of Infrastructure that we may not be in a position to give a tabletop surface for the roads, but there should be no pothole on the main thoroughfare or the highways of this country. And until a passenger, whether local or tourist, can leave Hiwanora International Airport and travel all the way to the roundabout in cul-de-sac and say to me there isn't a single pothole, that is when I will rest with my staff. There can be no excuse in 2026 for us to be dealing with some of the potholes that existed on our roads before. And tonight, permit me to thank Senior Minister King for the work that he did in the Ministry of Infrastructure. Minister King and I speak regularly. Minister King and I are always in conversation with a view to ensuring that I learn from Minister King some of what he did to deliver the successes in the Ministry of Infrastructure. Recently, you would have heard that the Prime Minister has asked me for a very short period of time to provide ministerial oversight in the Ministry of Housing. One of the first things I did when I got my appointment instrument from the Governor General was to get on the phone with Minister Richard Frederick so that he can provide guidance on some of the priority initiatives in the Ministry of Housing. So my brothers and sisters, we are working for you. We are working in your interest. And there is so much more to come from this caring and loving government. And to the people of Dennery North, I want to say that l'homme mouté en plane, you can do, if there is a drop in cabin pressure, you put on your mask first, and then you put for the people sitting next to you. When it comes to road infrastructure, ours is a government of equity, but we'll be putting on our mask first, and then we'll assist our people. But rest assured, the resources of the Ministry of Infrastructure will be used to impact every single constituency in this country. Esperance and Ravino, Chutig in Choiseul, Cedar Heights in Vieux-Fort, Green Mountain, Asu Canal, Kareli. So we are on the right track. And tonight, I want to thank you. Thank you for placing your confidence in the Saint Lucia Labour Party. Thank you for having elected us. And I encourage you to stand in solidarity with your parliamentary representative. Give your parliamentary representative time. Give your parliamentary representative the cooperation that they need. Sometimes they are under pressure because of the magnitude of the work to be undertaken in the ministry. But the Prime Minister has said to us, it doesn't matter how heavy the load is in the ministry, you must find time for your constituency. But with you at our side, with you behind us, with you supporting us and defending your party, there can be no return of the United Workers' Party anytime soon in government in this country. So my brothers and sisters, I encourage you to stand firm with the Saint Lucia Labour Party. I encourage you to go out there and amplify your voice in defense of your party. I want you to go out there and speak boldly about the successes of your party and your government. And by so doing, we will move from strength to strength as we deliver to the people of St. Lucia. Long live the St. Lucia Labour Party. Long live the political leader and Prime Minister of our party, the Honorable Philippe J. Pierre. Long live the people of Saint Lucia. Thank you. Peace and love.
Thank you, Honorable Sean Edward. You see, when we told you that we have a lot of notes tonight for you to take, I hope that you remember everything that was said, if not some. Because when they start, you call me? No problem. So when they start talking, you need to know the facts so that you can go out and defend your party. You need to know the facts so you can tell them your party has been working in infrastructure, in health, in agriculture, across the board, in education. But you see, I'm about to call on another speaker. I'm about to call on another comrade, a leader. This is a man who has changed the landscape of tourism in this country. Just last week, we saw the conclusion of the biggest cultural festival in Saint Lucia, and that was Lucian Carnival. We're seeing the advancements in tourism, in heritage, in culture throughout his ministry. In his constituency, he works hard. He works hard for you in Cicero and all of the communities within his constituency. So tonight, sisters and brothers of labor, as we recount the successes and we look forward to the future, put your hands together for the one and only, our deputy leader for the Saint Lucia Labour Party, the Honorable Ernest Hille.
Good night, Labour. Bonsoir. I chose this song for a particular reason. Every little thing will be all right because Philip J. Pierre is there. You're hearing a lot of noise. Flabo making noise everywhere. On social media, on Newspin, tout partout, you cafe des ordres. Let your heart not be troubled. Everything will be all right. Because I know you trust Philip J. Pierre. I know you believe in Philip J. Pierre. And I know that you know that Philip J. Pierre will always make the right decision. And he will always put you first. So you don't have to worry about anything. Tonight, I want to recognize the political leader and Prime Minister, the second deputy leader, chairman of the party, general secretary of the party, all my comrades on the platform. And to you, the people of Saint Lucia Labour Party. It's 5 years you put us in government. After the worst government we had in the history of Saint Lucia. When we took over, you said to us, you wanted us to rebuild Saint Lucia. After all the devastation of Alan Chastney. And I can say to you, it has been a privilege for us to have to rebuild Saint Lucia. And tonight we are celebrating that decision that you made. I must also say thank you to the people of Castries South. Where are you, Castries South? Because I have been through a lot. I have had to suffer a lot. But I feel strong every single day because of you, the people of Castries South. And you know what has happened in the last 2 elections? We have won every single box in Castries South because they can't stop us. And they said they sent a star boy. He said he's a more brilliant person than Philip J. Pierre in managing economy. He can't win a seat yet, but he's already more brilliant than Philip J. Pierre. He got more licks in the last election. And I can tell you, Castries South, look at Castries South now compared to 5 years ago. Look at Castries South. I want you to just drive by the Bannan roundabout. Remember that project? When the Flabos told the people by the bay, do not move, to stay there. How can you say to the people that they should not leave the conditions that they were in favor of a development that will bring so much for them and for the country? They told them to stay. And I can tell you, when the project in Bannan is finished, it will be one of the most attractive developments in the whole of Saint Lucia. And as soon as you leave Bannan and you drive lower down Millennium Highway, round the corner there as fair, I want you, when you drive by, to just take a look. Don't go inside yet. We're not ready yet for you all to enter. Because when that place is open, it will probably be even more beautiful than Bannan. All of that is being done by the Saint Lucia Labour Party to make sure that we deliver for our people. Tonight, I don't have the time to go through all that we have done in Castries South. But I want you one of these days to just drive through Cicera. Pass by the playing field. What we have done at the playing field. We built a changing room. We put lights. We put seating. And very soon we'll put a roof for the seating. We put a new surface at the playing field. And we even put a gym at the playing field. That is labor at work. Drive from Monkey Tongue and you can see all the roads were repaired in Monkey Tongue. Not by Sean, but by the senior minister and the prime minister. I'm waiting for Sean to fix up some roads in Castries South. I want you to go through Basse Joseph, a community center that was started by Robert Louis. When Alan Chasse came in 2016, he stopped the project. And when we came in 2021, Philip J. Pierre said, this community center must be finished for the people of Basse Joseph. Go to Basse Joseph now, and you will see what's there. The road in Marigot, the road in Basse Joseph, completely redone for the people of Castries South. So I know in 5 years, we've done a lot for the people of Castries South. And thank you, Castries South, for all the support that you've given. But let's talk about the ministries for a while. The worst Saint Lucia has ever done in tourism was when Alan Chasney was Minister of Tourism. He boasts that he is a guru in tourism, that he knows the most about tourism. Now, I cannot pretend I know too much about tourism. I'm still learning. But I can tell you, under this government, tourism has never done better. Never done better. Look at the numbers. Look at the arrivals. We have never seen more people coming into Saint Lucia like we're seeing now. We have never seen a greater demand for Saint Lucia like we are seeing now. Only last week, Expedia said that Saint Lucia was the #1 island sorted after in the world. Why? Because of the work that we are doing in tourism. And I have the best team in the whole government. Somebody said, Dennis said education had the best staff. If you want to know where the best staff is, come to tourism and commerce. Let me tell you. But do you know why we are doing so well in tourism? Let me tell you why. Because we have a philosophy. Our philosophy is that the people of Saint Lucia must own the tourism industry. We must put the people at the center of the tourism industry. So when visitors come to this country, they are meeting a people that are more welcoming, more hospitable than ever before. We have more St. Lucians offering experiences for visitors when they come into this country. And we are going to continue to do so. It is why we formed the Community Tourism Agency, for us to make sure that we put money in there for St. Lucians that want to start owning the tourism industry. And I can tell you, last year, for people in St. Lucia that own Airbnbs, that own home accommodation, they earn over $80 million in their pockets, ordinary St. Lucians, from the program of the St. Lucia Labour Party. Because we believe that if we put our people first, our people will give the best to visitors when they come to this country. And that's why we are doing well. And that's why we will do better. We have never seen more investment in tourism than we are seeing now. Never seen more investment in tourism. And in the next 3 to 4 years, we will add 2,000 more rooms in St. Lucia because of the policies of this government under Philip Joseph Pierre. And I can say to you, I want you to mark my words. When you leave St. Lucia and you drive around St. Lucia, you will see the transformation that will take place. You know, when we came in 2021, and I met with business places in Rodney Bay, Ridgeway, they were pointing out to me, and I had never really focused on it before, that if you go on the beach as a St. Lucian and you want to use a toilet or restroom, there was none on the beach. There was no place you could take your family to go and use a restroom. Pigeon Point had somewhere. Pigeon Point had. Tomorrow, if you go on the ramp, you will see what we have done on the ramp. Go and see it on the ramp. Tomorrow, we officially opening it. The ramp will have new vending facilities for St. Lucians, and they will have a toilet facility. A toilet, we call it a comfort lounge. Go and see it. I want you to take, those of you from the north and those of you in Castries, go up to the ramp and see what we have put in there. A little lower down by Mont Pimad. Go and see the beach park that we have built there. One of the most beautiful beach parks anywhere in the Caribbean. And in Grosile, by the Simple Park, by the Simple Park, go and see the beach park that we have built for the people of St. Lucia and visitors. And we have started a lookout in Asfair, like I said. We have one being built now in Canaries. Those of you from Canaries, we are building one in Canaries. We plan to do one in Soufrière. We plan to put in Vieux-Fort and all over St. Lucia. As you drive around, you can take a stop. You can go and use a restroom. You can go to a restaurant. You can go and buy something from a vendor. More opportunities for St. Lucians. Because we believe that our people must always be put first. Very soon when you go in Praler, you will see we have established a CMOS experience. You want a beach back? Because we believe in our people. But let's move from tourism. And Sister Emma is here, and I want you to put your hands together for Emma. Because Emma has started outstanding work in commerce. Outstanding. The MSME grant facility, giving support to small businesses in St. Lucia, started by Emma. And we have continued the work. And you know what we're going to do by the end of this year? Just like we formed the Youth Economy Agency to help young people to get grants and support to start their businesses, we will start a separate organization that will move away from the Ministry of Commerce to be able to give more loans and more support for St. Lucians wanting to start their small business. That's what we have done. And the work that Emma did with cannabis, the cannabis industry, very soon we're going to Parliament to pass the law to allow cannabis to become a business in St. Lucia. And we are taking our time to make sure we do it properly, because it is a very serious industry. And we have to make sure that we do it properly. And Emma has done outstanding work in that regard. Now, Jade spoke about the biggest festival. Every year, Carnival is getting bigger. Every single year, more and more people are coming to Saint Lucia for carnival. More and more people are coming to Saint Lucia for jazz. Remember the jazz festival? Remember what the last government did when we came in 2021? La partie ni jazz. C'est soleil yotene. That's the only sun that never rises. We brought back the jazz festival. And every year is getting bigger and bigger. And I can tell you next year will be a special year. A special year next year. And we just finished Carnival, like I said. When I give the numbers for arrivals for Carnival for this year, Ukaitan. Because Shasne say people don't come to Saint Lucia, planes come in empty. Dominic say planes come in empty. Did you see the amount of people that came to Saint Lucia for Carnival? Did you see what was on the road for Carnival? All fetes for Carnival were sold out. All shows were sold out. Because we are putting people first. We are putting people first. And come Saturday, I want all of you to come to Viewfort. Because we'll be celebrating Emancipation Day. Now that's a serious one. The Prime Minister in 2021, the first festival that he recognized was Emancipation Day. We won on July 26th. Emancipation was August 1st. And the Prime Minister made a promise that never again, as long as he's Prime Minister, we will celebrate Emancipation Day in such a low-key way. From now on, he wants Emancipation Day to be given the meaning and significance that it deserves. And every year, emancipation gets bigger and bigger. And this Saturday, we'll go to Viewfort for Danny Butcher to host us for Emancipation Day celebrations. And we'll end the month with La Awards Festival. For us, culture is important. Who we are as a people is important. And this government has put money in La Awards, La Marguerite, in Creole Month like never before. Because it's important to who we are. So, I need to say a few words before I hand over to the boss. I told you, and I want you to listen to me carefully, that you should not be worried, that everything will be all right. It is difficult times. Sean told you that there is a war far away that we cannot even control or influence. We have to say our prayers. We have to call on the Almighty. But we're also going to call on the Almighty to give us the knowledge and the understanding for us to make the right decisions. And right now we have the best man leading Saint Lucia in those difficult times. The price of fuel is going up. The price of foodstuffs going up. All over the world. Philip J. Pierre did not cause that. Philip J. Pierre is helping for us to be able to face those challenges. But I want you to always note what's happening in this country. Because, and I'll share something with you. You see, UWP and Alan Shastney never believed we would have called the elections in December. They thought we would have called it this year. And they had their plan to destabilize the country. They had their plan to make sure they destroy the reputation of Saint Lucia internationally. That's what they had planned to do. And you've seen a lot of it is happening right now. They had their plans. But Philip J. Pierre told them it's a mystery. They cannot read him. And he called it before they were even ready. That's the mystery of the man. But Philip J. Pierre saw that in the months to come, things would get harder all over the world. And he saw a lot of what's happening now with wars and tribulation would be coming. I think it's divine intervention. God gave him that vision. And he called the election. The Flabos and them are still a rara. I want to tell you, and I saw a letter today. I saw a letter today. Alan Shastri is writing to the Prime Minister about issues he sees wrong with things happening. But you know what was noticeable about that letter? He copied to every ambassador in Saint Lucia. He copied to every embassy. He copied to Caribbean Development Bank. He copied to the EU. He copied to the United Nations. He copied it everywhere. Why would you? We have our little issues going on in our country, our little differences. Why would you write a letter to the Prime Minister and copy to everybody all over the world? Why? And it's not the first time he has done that. Every time something happens in Saint Lucia, you know what they do? They send WhatsApp messages to all embassies all over the world, two par two, to tell everybody how bad things are in Saint Lucia. Why are they doing it? Tell me. Why? We always told you that they would burn down the house if they believe it would get them into power. They would destroy Saint Lucia. Why would you have made Martinez your friend? And for you to go all New York with Guy Joseph and them to go take evidence. Evidence. Why would you have gone and put this country, all that it went through with the Martinez case? Because you want to destroy the reputation of Saint Lucia. And he's not going to stop. I want you, all labor soldiers, all labor supporters, to be on alert. Don't worry, but be on alert, because a lot more things have to happen and a lot more things will come from them, because they want to make sure that they get back in power at all costs. At all costs. Never, never. And I want you to keep your boots on, because they've come behind us. They've come behind Philip J. Pierre. They've come behind me. They've come behind Richard. Because they want to destroy us one by one by one. And you must always be there with us. Always. And listen to the leader. When the leader speaks, we follow. When the leader speaks, we follow. I do not want you to worry. Everything will be all right. Everything will be all right. So, brothers and sisters, good night. My time is up. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. There you have it from our Minister of Tourism, the parliamentary representative of Castries South. But before we close, we have to hear from somebody very important. Very, very important to our party and dear to our hearts. Before I call upon the Honorable Prime Minister, we must say good night and we must say thank you to the ministers who did not take the podium tonight. So I'm going to start at home and I'm going to say a very special good night to the Honorable Wayne Girard. A very special good night to Auntie Emma, Jassoufouye, John Paul Estefan, Jababono. We want to say good night to the Honorable Alfred Prosper. We want to say good night to those of you from Grosile, led by Kenson Kazime. We want to say good night to the Honorable Keepson Charles. We want to say good night to every single parliamentary representative. Oh, we must say good night to Jeremiah Novas. Oh. You're not catching me, so. Okay. But you see, we must recognize them and we must say thank you to them because they are working hard. And they will continue to do so over the next few years, sisters and brothers of labor. But you see, this distinguished crop of men and women are led by an exemplary leader. When you say we announce our Prime Minister, we speak from the heart, we do not speak from notes. Because this is a man who has dedicated his life to the cause, and the cause being the betterment of the people of Saint Lucia. He has led the Saint Lucia Labour to victory, Labour Party to victory upon victory, and he shall do so again. But in these 5 years, we will see marked progress. Progress in health, progress in infrastructure, progress in education, progress in tourism. Put your hands together. Put your flags in the air. Let me see you on your feet for the Honorable Prime Minister, our Honorable Philip J. Pierre.
Comrades, I love you. Comrades, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for showing faith in the men and women of the Saint Lucia Labour Party. I want to thank every supporter, everyone who showed a renewed faith in the Saint Lucia Labour Party on the 1st of December 2025. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank you because you decided that Team Labour, together with 2 independent candidates, was the best team to run this country. And I always tell them, don't get me vexed. Because if they get me vexed, and I decide that I want no opposition, if they get me vexed, and I decide that I don't want any opposition, I will call an election sooner than later. Because the only reason why they can stop this nonsense and try to destroy this country, because they have one in the house. But I'll tell you something. I always tell them I come in. And let me say it for the last time. If they get me vexed, I will call an election sooner than later, and there will be nobody in Parliament. And tell them, put it in the pipeline, because they're tired of mama guying and bluffing and lying to the people of Saint Lucia. They're tired of that. So you have to stop them. We told you to protect the victory, and you protected the victory. We told you that judge us by our performance, and we performed. And tonight, you heard these men and women tell you just a little bit of what we have done. Just a little bit. But there is more to come. My brothers and my sisters, the United Workers' Party want to blame me for the cost of electricity. The only oil that I ever make is coconut oil. My father didn't have any boat to run oil. My father was a policeman. He had a boat to run oil. What do I know about oil? The only oil I tell you I know is coconut oil. Real cocoa. But I'll tell you something. And you know, we've kept quiet. We've tried to run this country peacefully. In the meantime, we've given every policeman a bulletproof vest. In the meantime, we've paid August salaries to all temporary teachers. In the meantime, we've done every worker who works for this government as a temporary worker, we've given them full-time employment. That's what we've done in the meantime. But I'll tell you something. And whilst I was there, I went in Mr. Google. And my comrades were asking me what I was doing if I was doing maths. I told them I was checking their CDP. The price of oil during the time these jokers was in government was $37.63. And it went down sometimes to $20 per barrel. That's what they had to manage. You know what's the price of oil today? $89.37 per barrel. And it went up last week to $100 per barrel. But it's me that do that. Mweki Festa. So this is what we have to manage. We have to manage oil. We have to run a country where oil is about 3 times more than it was when these guys were in power in 2020. And what did they do? They borrowed the most than any country in the OECS. That's what they did. When they left me $36 million in the treasury. Salaries were $40 million. They left us with $36 million in the treasury. And I'll tell you what, because of the way we manage this country, public servants in Saint Lucia, they are the first to get paid in the entire region. But they want to destroy it. So you hear SSDF. My brothers and sisters, I'm a serious man. My brothers and my sisters, I trust you. My brothers and my sisters, they try to deny our victory. They try to say, where win election is money. You know what win the election? You and you and you. We won the election because we were a better team. We won the election because we performed. We won the election because we did good for the people of Saint Lucia. And I thank them for that. So, SSDF, SSDF, SSDF. You know what SSDF is? SSDF is an organization that merged the Poverty Reduction Fund with the Basic Needs Trust Fund to create an avenue to improve the lives of the ordinary people of Saint Lucia. So what does SSDF do? What does SSDF do? Any one of you in this audience, any one of you can go to your parliamentary representative if you want a little soulagement. If you have a medical problem, you want to go and get a CT scan, you have a problem with your child, you can go to your parliamentary representative, and if he has the allocation, he can help you through SSDF to improve your quality of life. And that is what they do not like. So they want to destroy SSDF. They want to destroy it because they do not want us to be able to assist you. That is the question. So when you hear them on radio and television and Facebook, you know what we do? We come back to the people. So when they're on Facebook, and they're on radio, we come back to the people. That's what we do. We come back to the people, my brothers and sisters. We come back to the people when they're on radio and television lying on us. When they're writing letters, and Dr. Hiller told you, if you have a little internal problem, if you have an internal problem, the first thing you will do, you think you will write everybody, you write embassies, you write the Caribbean Development Bank, a bank that must help us to improve the quality of life of our people. You write the French embassy, you write the Taiwanese who help us, who have given 48 scholarships this year to your children to go to school. You write all these people to spoil the name of Saint Lucia so they can stop helping you in the SSDF. Is that a man who cares about the people of Saint Lucia? Think about that. They want to destroy the SSDF because the SSDF is an organization that helps you, the people of Saint Lucia. But I'll tell you something. They can jump high, they can jump low, the SDF will continue, and the SSDF will continue to help the people of Saint Lucia. And if they don't like it, tell them put it in their pipe and anytime they challenge me, you know what I do? I go back to the people. The last one that ran against me, he got 4 votes. Four votes in one box. 4 in one, 12 in another, 30 something another. I beat him worse than I beat the lady, I forget her name. And that is where they can't test me. They can't test me. They can never test me because the people of Castries East are with me and nothing can turn them against me. Because I love them and they love me. So tell them they can talk their talk, they can lie, they can threaten me. My power is with the people of Saint Lucia. That's where my power is. And I want to thank these men and women because you heard talent on this platform. You heard Lisa. You heard Tani. Mwekwe. You haven't heard Jerry. And I think sometimes that Jeremiah, how you mean you don't know who is that? And these guys are so wicked. These guys want St. Jude to burn. That's how wicked these guys are. You know what they do? They are so wicked. They destroyed 2 buildings in St. Jude. They put a tractor in 2 buildings. And because we opened the dialysis ward at the hospital, they say we're using the box. My brothers and sisters, the box is still the box. And they lie so much. Even though what they lie is in your own eyes, they're still lying. You are still multi. But they can jump high, they can jump low. The dialysis ward at St. Jude Hospital is open thanks to Moses Jabatis. And they can do nothing about it, nothing. Because things that have to happen in Saint Lucia, look across there. Let me tell you what your country will look like. Go across there. You'll see the halls of justice. The most modern building in the Eastern Caribbean. Look at there, it just laughed. And let me tell you something further. Next year, January, you see this Parliament building? You see this Parliament building? Dr. Francis will have a brand new Parliament building where we conduct the business of the people of Saint Lucia. And as you come high up the road, because of the discussions that Ernest Hilaire held, you will see a complete new waterfront. And the vendors will be in brand new conditions because they said that would never happen, but they can't stop it. That's the problem, they can't stop it. So they try to destroy it with lies and propaganda. And I'll tell the vendors who were there, I promised that I would give them a tea soulagement because of the loss of income. This Labour Party government will give the vendors a tea soulagement. We'll give them, because that is what we are about. We are about improving the lives of the people of St. Lucia. So you are going to see a brand new Castries. And there are plans. There are bigger plans. But I can't tell you nothing because I know when I promise, I have to deliver. So I won't tell you. I won't tell you, but they have more coming. So the UWPs, they want to destroy St. Lucia before all that happens. But we will not let them destroy St. Lucia. Because we finished St. Jude. They did not finish it. They could not finish it. We are going to finish the Hiwanora International Airport. Because we were the ones who said to the people of St. Lucia that you need a proper terminal building. And if you go there today, you will see work on the control tower has started. Go today and see it. Go today and see it. And Sean Edward is working on the road. But he didn't tell you. He did not tell you. But I go tell you. I let him tell you the plans we have for the North-South Highway. The plans we have for the North-South Highway. And that is what they want to stop. That is why they are writing all agencies who can give us grants or loans to improve this country. That is why he's writing all of them to destroy the good name of St. Lucia so he can burn the house to kill a rat. That's his problem. But I tell you something. Once the people are with me and God is on my side, nothing, no weapon formed against me will ever prosper. And I am confident that the people and the men and women on this platform will always understand that they must put the people first. And I've said to them, once you put the people first, the people will never forget you. And the young politicians, they must understand that you get into government not to be a minister. No. You get into government to be a parliamentary representative. That's what you're in government for. So even though you're a minister or not, once your intentions are honorable, you will be able to improve the lives of the people of your constituency. That is what it is. And they must do that. That is the theme on which this government runs, my brothers and sisters. Putting the people first. I tell you what, we can't do everything. No government has ever done everything. No government. Don't let them fool you. You know what labor do for you? Labor makes sure that your children will write CXT exams regardless of where they come from. You know what labor did for you? Labor did for you what Moses Jabati said. Women, ladies, they talk about women who attack the government when we try to deal with period poverty. You know who? They attack the government. They attack us. Maji. Haiti. You know where Haiti? Well, you know, I used to laugh when they used to concede, say Flamboa, Castries Southeast, and Surrey Canaries. One of them say he'll flog me on the Columbus Square. He called it Columbus Square, and he said, so Derek Walker Square. I ain't said nothing. I say, you want to flog me? When you show this Evelyn Louvet flog? Me. I born here. I live here. I went to school and I came back here. You come from where you come from. Now, they'll get vexed. But I taller than you. Get vexed. Get vexed. Get vexed. Because you know, they tried to attack me. Tonight is my night among the people. And you want to flog me on Columbus Square? Nobody has said nothing. All of them that playing, they want to talk about the rights. They said nothing. They keep quiet. So I had to defend myself. So I call Brother Wayne Girard and I say, let us defend ourselves. Because Wayne don't want me to get flogged. The people of Ansari Canaries don't want me to get flogged. So we defended ourselves. You see what happened to him? What happened to him now? He's a has-been. And that is what burning them. That is what burning them. Because when they're talking, we walking. And when election them come, we beating them. And they want to go against the will of the people of this country. So you promised to flog me, I dealt with you. My brothers and sisters, I want you to continue to protect the victory. Because when you protect the victory, you protect yourself. You protect your children. I never want you to get in a situation where these guys ever rule Saint Lucia again. Because they are vindictive. They don't like you. They want to write every international body to stop giving you help because they are not in government. Look at what they did. When you were in government, when we were in opposition under Julian R. Hunt, we spoke about the banana industry. Julian Hunt said that he will work with the government of the day to help us have a unified approach to the banana industry. Because bananas is for all of us. The CIP program that helps us to send your children to school, helps us to buy equipment for the police, helps us to build houses for you. By the way, talking about houses, you know the rock hall party guy jamais fait. You remember that? They say, why these guys are really dangerous, you know. They went to rock hall. And you got manger mango. God said, Kaila Pierre by who? They went to rock hall, all of them. They will not get 4 votes. That is what Pierre give you. Stones. Go there now. You will see the houses are going up in Rock Hall for the people of Saint Lucia. And we have just started the housing. Next, in August, we are going to guarantee a loan for the Saint Lucia Development Bank. $20 million to build what we call social housing for the people of Saint Lucia. That is what they want to stop. So they want to write the Taiwanese government so that the Exim Bank will not lend us the money so we cannot build the houses for you. That's what they want. That's what they want. But they can't defend that. They can't stop that. In August, and I've said to the people at the Development Bank, we put our confidence in you. You have to deliver. You have to deliver. You have to ensure that that money gets to the people of Saint Lucia so they can improve the housing stock in this country, my brothers and sisters. That is our record. And more to come. More to come. We are going to open the Enchipo School in September. Go there and you'll see it. Go there, you'll see it. And go there and you will see all the other schools. This first, forget my constituency. Go there and you see all the other schools. And Danny Butcher told you the number of schools that we have to continue to build. And you know, our emphasis is on early childhood education. Because we believe that because of the way the country is going, because of the concentration on the tourism industry, we have to find a way where the children of the mothers can find a safe place to go to school when the mothers are at work. That is why we are paying special attention to early childhood education. And in the next 3 years, every child in this country will be able to go to a preschool free of charge. And that is what they want to fight. That is why every day they're on the radio, yap, 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 yap. Because they want to fight that. If you love a country, why do you want to destroy it? If you love a country, why do you want to write to people and tell them, do not help the people of this country if you love the country? But my brothers and my sisters, once you are with us, nothing will stop us. We have just started. Hila told you that don't you worry about a thing, because every little thing will be all right. With the Labour Party, with the men and women on this platform, everything is going to be all right. And there is more behind. You understand? If you think you see the first 11, look out for the second 11. You see that second 11? There are so many dynamic young men and women. So when I depart from the political scene, I will leave this country in capable hands of men and women of the Saint Lucia Labour Party. So I have no fear. I have no fear for the future of Saint Lucia. I have no fear for the party. I know that the people of Saint Lucia will never put Saint Lucia in the hands of people who want to destroy it now because they want to get into government. So all what you worried about, don't you worry about the thing. I trust you. I trust you. You will understand what I am doing. You'll understand because I trust you and I love you. I believe in you. So when I will come and I will tell you what I will do, what I can do, you will understand. The time has not come. I believe in justice. My history has shown that I believe in justice. I am the one who said to the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank to put the portrait of Sir John George Melvin Compton on the $100 bill. I am the one. Nobody told me to do that because I respected Sir John, even though we were on different political sides. I was not the one who treated Sir John's daughter how they treated her. I was not the one. So when you had a hypocrite talking about Sir John, it's the Labour Party that put Sir John's statue in Constitution Park. And we are going to put a statue of Sir George Frederick Lawrence Charles also. The statue is here. We are going to put it, my brothers and sisters. I was the one, when they stopped Lancigo from building the HRDC, I was the one who called it the Romanus Lancigo Human Resource Development Center. Because Lancy and I, we were political adversaries, not political enemies. So the HRDC is called after Romanus Lancigo. So I know fairness. When I became Prime Minister, I left the Commissioner of Police right there. When I became Prime Minister, I had a little demonstration on Mianile. When they had you had to kneel. Remember? We had a demonstration. Police say they would arrest me. I know who said so. But I have never said, let me take my revenge. When these guys in the election, these guys had a list of people they wanted to fire. Legal police constables. These guys had their name on the list. Teachers, to civil servants, to fire them because they say that they did not support their party. We do not do that. When Labour is in power, people have the freedom to express themselves. But in expressing themselves, they should not destabilize the work of the government. That's all we ask. Vote for who you want, but do the work of the government. That is why we gave civil servants a 13% pay increase when they go into government. They forget all these things. That is why we made the home care workers permanent. And that is happening through the SSDF. That's what they want to stop. So when they stop the SSDF, all the home care workers will go at their home because there'll be no money to pay them to take care of these people that the home care workers see about. That's what they want to stop. My brothers and sisters, let me leave you for one thing. Let me tell you one thing. This Labour Party will always believe in you. We cannot do all what we want to do one time. We cannot help everybody personally on one occasion. But we work for the people of this country. And our policies are for the people of this country. Between April and now, we've lost $44 million in revenue because of the price of oil. I tell you, the only oil I know is coconut oil. We've lost $44 million, but all the programs in this country will continue. And if the time comes and we have to stop it, I will come to you, as I always do, and tell you why I have to stop it. What are the reasons why I have to stop it? Because of the situation in the world. But I can tell you, all what we promised you in the budget, for now, we are going to do it. All what we promised you. All what we promised you, we are going to do it. So I want to thank you again. I want to thank the men and women on this platform. Because these men and women, every Monday, we sit down, we don't plan how to victimize people. Let me tell you something about these guys before I go. These guys, they sat down. You know what they say? Listen to these guys. If they win the election, after prayers, and tape me, tape me. Because they have a really would like to tape me. PSA. I'm a mystery. They sat and they said, when they win the election, because you know, these guys really fought that solution to vote for them, you know. After prayers, the first thing they will do, where's Stevenson King? You there? The first thing they will do is to victimize in that order. Stevenson King, Ernest Hilaire, Gasson, Philip J. Pierre, and Richard Frederick. That's the order they had to victimize us. You want to believe, instead of you win an election and say what you'll do for the people of the country, your first plan is to victimize people? Your first plan? But that did not happen. My brothers and sisters, I thank you very much. I want you to continue to protect the victory. I want you to continue to believe in yourself. I want you to continue to do the things that you can do to make your life better. I want you to continue to eat what you grow and grow what you eat. I want you to continue your water harvesting. I want you to continue to love each other. I want you to continue to the guys on the block. Don't let nobody make you believe you have one block against the other. The only block I know is the block of poverty. And that is what we have to stop. Don't make them fight. They're happy anytime something happens. Anytime there's a misfortune. Pierre, Hilaire, Pierre. Anytime there's a misfortune. A man beat his wife, Pierre. Everything happened, Pierre. Do not let that confuse you. The young men on the block, I want you to understand there is a government working for you. My brothers and sisters, thank you very much. And remember, every little thing, and don't worry, DJ, give me don't worry about the thing. Let's end in that note. Don't worry about the thing.
Don't worry.
Let me hear you sing, comrade.
About a thing. 'Cause every little thing gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing gonna be alright. Rise up this morning. morning. Smile with the rising sun. Three little birds beside my doorstep, singing sweet songs, a melody clear and young, singing, this is my message to you. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Rose up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Three little birds beside my doorstep, singing sweet songs, a melody pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing. Worry about a thing. Every little thing gonna be alright. Don't worry. Saying don't worry about a thing. I won't worry. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You heard the works of progress, and you heard the way forward. So ensure that you remember all of these messages and use them to educate the people of Saint Lucia. Please get home safely. Thank you once again to Echo. Get home safely. And ensure that you drive carefully as you venture home. Good night, everyone.